Feel the warmth the sunshine brings. Birds up high with golden wings. Linda's heart, a song it sings. Lost in wonder, wondrous things.
Hello there, welcome to No Panic Travels. My name's Linda, and the video I'm going to do today is about 5 tips to help you have a less anxious and a more enjoyable trip on holiday. Enjoy! So, let's jump into number 1, arrange travel insurance. Make sure as soon as you've booked any element of your holiday, get travel insurance cover. If you do it straight away, it's one thing you can put to the back of your mind and have the confidence to know that it has all been sorted. So if anything should happen, you are covered. It's just not worth the anxiety of leaving it to get it. You might as well arrange it as soon as you've booked, and then you are covered from as soon as you have done so. So of course travel insurance covers a good number of things. One of the most important for me is the medical cover. So if you do need to get some treatment whilst you're away, or maybe you have an accident, or you need to be looked after in the hospital, these sorts of things can cost thousands and thousands of dollars, for instance, in the US. So if you've got the cover of insurance, you will have more peace of mind so that you do not need to worry if something should go wrong with your health whilst you are away. And of course, travel insurance covers a whole range of other conditions and things that might happen to you, such as if you need to cancel your trip before you leave, or there's a problem with your luggage, or you need to interrupt your travel plans for any reason. There are a whole plethora of different options that you can have. So make sure while you're looking at your travel insurance that within the documents there, it does say that you have the cover that you will specifically be needing. So hint number 1. Arrange travel insurance. Do it straight away and you can be relaxed, put all those worries and concerns behind you, knowing that you are covered. So hint number 2, research and apply for visas. Make sure that you do research to find out which countries you're visiting as part of your itinerary may require you to have a visa. Be aware, if you are in the UK, that from October 2025 you will need to have a visa to visit Europe. This will be a new service, so make sure that you've done the research and that you have applied for the visa in plenty of time if you are travelling after that date. There are some scam websites out there that will charge you an additional fee on top of the official cost of the visa you're applying for.
How awful!
So make sure you are always looking for the country's own government website and not clicking through on somebody else's that you'll then have to pay extra money for. So don't get caught out like my friends did when applying for an ESTA from the US. Now, speaking of the US, you do need to have a visa. So it's an ESTA visa. You need to arrange it before your travel. It's really easy to do it online. Then once you've done it, it's valid for 2 years and you just pay a fee for it. Australia also, you need to have a visa in order to visit, as well as Canada and lots of countries around the world. You can go onto the UK government website. They have a section there that will tell you what visas you require for whatever country you're visiting. So make sure you go onto that and make sure you have everything in place well before you travel. So my second hint, research and arrange visas that you may need in plenty of time to make sure that your travel through immigration is less stressful and you can relax on your journey. So, hint number 3, allow plenty of time. If you're anything like me, if you suffer from anxiety, there is nothing worse than starting your journey off to an airport or a station or to a port and thinking that you haven't left enough time or extra time so that you can relax on the way and get your holiday off to a really good start, rather than being super stressed out. So it's a good idea to factor in some extra travel time to your itinerary. If you have a cruise as part of your journey,
epic!
make sure that you do not fly into your port on the same day that the ship departs. You can quite easily find that if a flight is cancelled, or even if it comes in late, you could easily miss your boarding time, and if the worst came to the worst, you could in fact miss the ship's departure, and you'd then have to join it at the first stop, adding to your costs considerably.
No!
So yeah, allow plenty of time for your journey, do all your research, allow yourself some extra time. You can have a lovely, relaxed start to your holiday. Know the layout. By this, I mean knowing the layout of a plane or a train, all the seat plans and where facilities are, airports, stations, all areas that you will be passing through on your journeys. It's good to find out the layout before you go. You can easily do some online research, and that will help you to know where you're going, and it can look a little bit more familiar with somewhere that you arrive that you've never been before, and you'll be able to identify where you need to go, which will drop your anxiety levels down. Speaking of learning the layouts of planes, I've done a little demonstration here of how you can actually do that using my favourite site, SeatGuru.com, so I'll pop that in next. Before I pre-book any seats on a route that I am flying, I will always use SeatGuru.com because you can get a lot of information about the particular seat and make a very educated decision on which one you would like to go to. So, how do you do it? Well, this is a Virgin Atlantic flight. I've already put my details and the date in and everything. And you'll notice down here that it gives us the timings and all of that information. It gives you your baggage information. But right down here, look, flight details. If you click on that, that will tell you the flight number that you'll be on and also which plane is scheduled to run that route on that particular day. So you can then go over to SeatGuru.com. On the seat maps, I've already put in that it's Virgin Atlantic and the date, and I've put that flight number 73, which is the one here. And then you just click on Find, and then it will load. You just have to scroll down and check that this is the right flight. Yes, it's Manchester to Orlando, it's number 73. There is your aircraft type, so you just double check that that one is actually the same one that's on there, and it is. So you can now open a map. And of course, when you're actually booking your seats with the airline, if you can choose your seats, you will see a seat map anyway. But I find this to be particularly useful because you will find at the bottom here a little scale, and it's whether people have decided it's a good seat, a bad seat, or mixed reviews, or there's no actual additional information. That's all here. You'll be able to see where the crews sit, your emergency exits, and anything else that is there, especially with a bassinet. That would be very useful if you are not travelling with a young child, or you are. Each seat, then, you can just hover over to see what it is like. So this one says it's an economy standard seat. And if you go over onto this one here, it's a good seat, so it's in green, because it has got extra legroom because of the seat not being in front. And if you go at the back here, these are the bad seats, and it will tell you why. This one does not recline as much, and they're near the toilets. And then this one, it's not great, but it's not bad, but it does tell you that maybe the galley and the lavatory area might be a problem for you. So you can always have a look at this and decide which seats you would like and why. You can also find out information and maps for airports, stations and ports by doing a simple internet search. For instance, I've got Manchester Airport here. This just shows the relation of all of the terminals to each other and the main roads. On the website, you can drill into more detail into each terminal and the maps therein. I've also got here a map of Orlando International. That's one strange building. It's one building with a terminal either side. I've become very confused there, and I actually got lost and waited at Terminal A when my ride was at Terminal B, even though I'd looked at the map beforehand. But the last time I travelled, they had opened a new terminal, Terminal C, and that is a breeze to get through. But the map here, you can see it quite clearly shows the gates as well as what side each terminal is. And here I have got a map of Paddington Station, train station. Now this is obviously in London, and that shows you where all the platforms are, all the facilities are, and everything else on site. So it is a really good idea to have a look at these maps so that when you arrive, if it's a new place you've never visited before, you can still have quite an idea of where you need to be going, and your anxiety levels then should really be a lot less stressful because you know where you are and you know where you're going, and you also know where to reference the information if you do need further help. So yeah, number 4, know the layout. The layout of your planes or trains and the airports or ports that you're travelling through so that you can have a lovely and relaxing, less stressful journey through the airport and be more relaxed. Number 5, utilise special assistance teams. Airlines and travel companies normally have a scheme for special assistance for people that have both visible and hidden disabilities. I've made use of this on a couple of airlines, and I have to say that Virgin Atlantic is actually my favourite airline. They have been outstanding on the times that I've flown with them. I've spoken to them on the phone before and explained my situation, and then on the flight flight manager has come up and introduced themselves to me. The stewardesses have come and they've made sure that I'm comfortable. They've given me space in the galley areas if I need to step away from the crush of people and go and take a breath and make me drinks and things. They've been absolutely fantastic. So there you go, number 5, utilise special assistance teams. Get in contact with this team if your airline or travel company has one, and then when things happen on holiday that you need a bit of support with, they're already aware, and it will mean that your anxiety levels are a lot lower because you know you've got the support there. It's discreet, but you are not alone. So there you go, that's my 5 tips to help you have a less anxious and more enjoyable travel experience or holiday. Yeah! Number 1, always arrange travel insurance. Number 2, research and apply for visas. Number 3, leave plenty of time. Number 4, know the layouts. And number 5, utilise special assistance teams. Thank you so much for watching and making it this far through the video. Can you please give me a like and subscribe, and forward this information on to anybody else that you think might benefit from it.
Feel the warmth the sunshine brings. Birds up high with golden wings. Linda's heart, a song it sings. Lost in wonder, wondrous things.
Thank you very much. This is Linda from No Panic Travels, signing out until next time. Bye!